It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one picked up. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on second down. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Slot man in motion right. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. First carry for King Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. He's going to lose a yard.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
From the 23, here's second down and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as My guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And I think if you're willing to throw it there, it tells us everything we need to know about the decision coming up here on 4th down. He didn't have anything available, threw it away, and I think in this part of the field, you got to really think hard about going for it.
They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. The Ravens offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Nolan Smith, he gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
First down, Ravens.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
Slot man going to move in motion left. On 1st and 10, Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A give right up the middle to Henry. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Hopkins sent in motion. Back to the right side. He's got going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down, Baltimore.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
Slot man in motion right. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Raven first down.
Here's Henry. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama. There for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. On play action, here's Jackson. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Jackson from the gun on third down. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's their punter now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. From the gun, Jackson. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Second down, Jackson. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Nolan Smith getting in for the sack. And now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the first quarter, are we confident that we're going to be able to even see him in the game come the 2nd?
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got it at about the 8. And they are in great shape He's taken down inside the 10.
First and goal, Baltimore.
It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now from the 7, it's second and goal. Slot man in motion left. Now Jackson. He'll step. What a move! He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown Ravens.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Eagles nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Williams now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Eagles offense ready for their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation, and instead he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Saquon Barkley. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They'll come up to third and 3. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. Able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on third and 3.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Ravens out front. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. Here's first and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. And tough for defenders as well to get leverage and get their hands on it. Taken down after a gain of 4.
48-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 5. To throw is Hurts. That'll be taken in by Parity. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up third down.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's gotten enough. They convert on third down.
Eagles, first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And the big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the 2nd straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
3rd and long. Now Hurts. Pass. Caught by Saquon. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry, and he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama, there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd down at the 24-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing Jackson. Look wide. Gets this one complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. This will not do the trick. They've stuck them behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And nothing has come from these first 2 drives. Got a turnover on downs, followed by a punt last time they had it. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and a yard. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and a yard. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The advantage to this play call, Mike, is as an offense, you now can account for one extra defensive player. In this case, it's the quarterback reading the end. He goes after the running back. He pulls it, keeps it himself, picks up the first down.
Open man downfield is Smith. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10. Hurts. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Travis Jones in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's third down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Hurts now. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Justice Hill to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Zach Barr, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Gonna go right back to Henry. And he's gonna have a Ravens first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 43.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Ravens.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
In motion goes Likely. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Baltimore.
A gain of 14. First down, Baltimore.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
This throw is taken in by Flower. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. Taking off, and he's in! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Ravens 14, Eagles 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here is Shipley on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. A pistol snap, back to Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
At the Ravens' 43-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. The clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
3rd and short, Hurts will throw. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short game, but it'll move the chains. A first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now the Eagles use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
That's good.
A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Hurts working in the pistol. He's going to run it. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are back within 4. It is 14-10. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. Wester now to return it. Past midfield. And he'll finally be taken down. That would have been a way to end this half. But either way, we have come to the end of this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where I promise you the weather is much nicer than what we've been watching. But who doesn't love a snow globe game? And the meteorologists tell us we're in for more of it in the second half. So time now to get back out and join our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Snow continuing to fall as we get set for the second half. Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the third. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. A short throw taken in by Goddard. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Going to keep it himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
On the give, here's Henry. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
He's just such a hard guy to get on the ground. You can see just his strength and his ability to fight through contact. But give credit to the defense. They kept coming after him, and eventually they got him down on the ground, and they got him down for a loss.
In motion comes Andrews. On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of it.
The Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. To the air on first down. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second down at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
On third down, it's Hurts. That's caught A.J. Dillon. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's a zone read to start the drive.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Slot man gonna move in motion left. That is left side and caught by Powell.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
He'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
2nd and 11. In motion comes Andrews. 2nd down, Jackson. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
In motion comes Andrews. From the gun, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Raven first down.
A gain of 12.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. On the handoff, it's Henry. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll try and carry that ball loosely, and it is out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want, but now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier, because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And he's going to have the Ravens first down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up. But they convert on 4th and 1.
2 yards on the play.
I love this call on 4th down, Mike. Put the game in the hands of your quarterback. Don't overthink it. In this case, let him do it himself, and he picks up a big first down.
Off the play fake, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
26 yards.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out.
On the ground, they'll go with Hill. He stepped around one man, but he'll only wind up getting about a yard. 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line, a gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They motion the slot man left. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. A tight end in motion now. On play action, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
On 4th down, it's Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Through the falling snow, the kick is good.
Ravens 17, Eagles 10.
Okay, Scott, thanks. And you see it there. Whiteout conditions remain in effect as we are back for the second half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 4. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
3rd down. Here's Hurts out of the gun. That's right side. He's got count to Terra. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on 3rd down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains. And there's really 2 reasons. 1, teams are a lot more willing to use 4th down. And 2, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Run play. This is Hill. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's so easy for us up here in the booth, Mike, to say, hey, that's the wrong read. He's got to pull that and take it to the outside. But I promise you, it happens so fast. And these defensive players have gotten so good at giving false indicators. Sometimes it's hard for the quarterback to know, should I give it or should I pull it?
Jackson now on 2nd down. He's got a big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. Here's Jackson. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second down at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second down and 2. Now Jackson, this a designed run.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. We'll try and run for this with Henry.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Baltimore.
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game you just can't miss. It's a close game. Fourth quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can drain even more time off the clock with a fresh set of downs.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
He was tackled at the 27.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Baltimore.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Jordan Davis getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
You know, we can sit up here all day long and critique the quarterback, and you can see his eyes aren't downfield. He's a little jittery in the pocket. But with the amount he's been sacked and hit today, Mike, I can't say I really blame him.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, they felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
On third down, here's a run by Henry. And they're not going to even sniff the first down line there. They'll get 5 yards, but it'll bring up a fourth down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here is Shipley on the return, and a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Let's give a lot of credit to him, Mike, for standing tough in the pocket. He knows he's about to take a big hit with the defense bringing pressure, but they weren't able to get there in time and prevent that completion.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield.
On the tackle. Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Here's 3rd and 7. Hurts working in the pistol. That's taken in. Alcantara's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. First and 10. To the air again. Hurts. To the outside. Catch made by Brown. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3. Pistol snap, back to Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. And Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
Brings up second.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
A run with Barkley. And he turns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he will score! Game on! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Wester now to return it. Ooh. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
First down, Ravens.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Great job here by the defense, making sure that they have one defender responsible for the running back and one responsible for the quarterback. In this case, they decide to give it to the back He's taken down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. In motion comes Andrews. Now Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Nolan Smith getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Hopkins sent in motion. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Brown.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Looking right side. He's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he's going to be taken down. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
At the 9-yard line.
It is 2nd and a yard. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he will take it in himself. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
Makes the score Eagles 24, Ravens 20.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes Hill on the returner. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. Here's 1st down. They'll motion the slot man right. They'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2nd down and 8. In motion goes Likely. Off the play fake. Jackson. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down. Hopkins sent in motion. He's got his tight end. That's Andrew. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked up by Gilly Ringo.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll push forward a little snowplow. Gain a yard as the snow intensifies.
1 yard gain.
Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the 4th. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run the counter with Barkley. Inside the 30. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Ravens 20.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes Hill on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before third down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Again, it's Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
Brings up second and 7 at the Eagles.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. It was a game that delivered more points than most people would have expected with the snow falling at kickoff. Entertaining game for all involved as they'll head back to the locker room to warm up with a victory in their back pocket. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from South Philly.